Moving on, living with disability in a third world country has remained a challenge, with most of the victims having a hard time to maneuver while living. Though the challenges remain constant throughout their lives, well-wishers and non-governmental organizations have always come in hand to offer both psychosocial therapy to the victims. Have a look.
Master Empowerment Center is an organization that started in 2018 with the aim of offering psychological and social help, especially to parents who have children abled differently. Where they concentrate on Githurai area in Ruiru constituency, the organization today benefited over 50 children, where they offer them wheelchairs to enable them move around. Among other things, the families have been receiving food supply since the COVID-19 pandemic hit the country early this year.
Because the caregivers of children with disabilities, they cannot work because most of those children need full-time care. So you find that a mother is not able to leave their children and go to work. And still, most of those caregivers, they are mothers. So they lack the capability, they lack the employability skills to be able to get employment. So they are full-time mothers who are not empowered, they do not have skills to get employment, and yet they are taking care of their special needs children who need medicine that is quite expensive. They also need diapers, they need special food, and all this, it's above their capacity.
We are living in a society where most people have a bad notion of children able differently. In most cases, the parents suffer stigmatization and rejection in the community they live in. While this is the case, most of them find themselves locking up their kids for fear of being scorned. Bringing up a child, especially with cerebral palsy, is a tough journey, with one supposed to cough around 40,000 shillings per month for treatment and therapy. With most of the parents not being able to raise this amount of money, they are forced to beg or wait for well-wishers to offer them help.
Akila chakula inaingia kwa lungs, so tunashukuru Mungu kwa ajili ya kuwa hapa mahali siku ya leo. Ndiposa tukasaidika na hizo wheelchair. Niko pia na mwingine ambaye ako na muscular dystrophy, hawezi kufanya chochote, sikuweza kukuja na siku ya leo kwa sababu sikupata means ya transport na kuwabeba pia ni shida. Hawezi pia akafanya chochote, ako pia kwa nyumba. So tunashukuru sana kwa kuwa siku ya leo mahali hapa. Imekuwa changamoto sana kwetu kwa sababu naona kama huyu mtoto huwezi kumbeba kwa mgongo. Kwa sababu kitu ya kwanza ako na hizo catheter kwa nyuma, ako na catheter kwa tumbo. Hawezi bebeka, kifua iko na maji, so inakuwa shida, lakini tunashukuru sana kwa sababu tumepata hizi viti na tunaona tutaendelea.
On his part, Ruiru MP Simon Kingara has called on parents to come out clean and not be ashamed of their children living with disability. Kingara was keen to note that there is need for the government to start a new registration in the country so as to ensure no person is left behind in benefiting from the Persons with Disability kitty. Honorable Kingara was keen to know that despite children able differently having both parents, men have neglected their role in bringing up these kids just like any other kid. He insisted on both parents taking up the role to ease the burden which the mother has to carry always.
Na leo tuko hapa kuwapatia viti vilivyo na gurudumu ndio waweze kujimudu kimaisha, na wapatie nafasi wazazi wao kufanya kazi nyingine wakati wako katika hizo viti maalum. Na niseme hapa tumeshikana na Simon Kingara Foundation, tumepata wafadhili kutoka kule Kolea, na tumepatana na madaktari wengi kutoka gatuzi la Kiambu, wale tunashikana nao kuona tunajaribu kuleta maisha ya wale walio na ulemavu sawa na wale wengine. Kwa hivyo leo ilikuwa ni mambo ya kupatiana viti, kupatiana madawa, kupatiana chakula na hasa hata kuongea maneno.
Most people in the community do not understand the challenges that comes along with being able differently. Some view it as a curse and even render the victims outcast. While this is not the case, it is a special appeal to Kenyans to join hands and offer support to deserving persons. Lilian Mukiri, KU TV.